Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Boys a gangster, focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you're firm at.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Tremaine Edmonds.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Josh Norman.
From the gun, it's Tua. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Tua setting up shop to throw again. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Andre Roberts on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
A gain of 15.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
Buffalo.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Jerome Baker in on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
On the carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. He'll let it go deep for Foster. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Allen. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
4 yards.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do?
And got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Tua. He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the shotgun, Breida. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Breida on the carry.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Devin Singletary, the ball.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
First down.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 36-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Allen again. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine. Edmonds, the linebacker.
Intercepted by the Bills. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by the rookie Noah Igbenogany. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Oh, you got 10? 58 for Mike, 58.
After the turnover, it's Tua. This will be caught inside the 10. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Tua. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Bills. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Bills take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 27. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and...
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Smith catches left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Miller. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
A gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
And the Bills' first down.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Gain on the play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Singletary.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
At the 27.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9. Allen underneath for Miller. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop.
10 at the Bills' 23-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one. That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Going deep here for Parker. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here now, Roberts. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. It'll be a loss of 15 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Complete to John Brown.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? He's got the first down and more inside the 40, and all the way down to the 33-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
18 on the play.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Allen's throw is complete. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
And Oliver.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to revert. That'll be caught for a Dolphin touchdown. It's Williams. Preston Williams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets Distinctive destination.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That one was intended for John Brown, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Allen to throw once more. And that's caught by Beasley. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
It's a gain of 5.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is going to be incomplete. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the rookie Noah Igbenogany. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
For a Miami Dolphins.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2 big plays in succession, and the Dolphins on the move.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Frito. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Miami, it's a win here in their home opener at